Hello children, this is the next video 8 of triangles. Now just now you had heard in the previous video, you had heard that equiangular triangles, their sides, you have to take two triangles at a time, not all three at a time in the figure. I had already told you that time. Take any two triangles. See, even in your textbook, they have told you the ratio of any two corresponding sides in two equiangular triangles is always the same. You have noticed this. You have noticed just now what is given here. The ratio of any two corresponding sides in two equiangular triangles is always the same. So in that too they have told there, in two equiangular triangles, not three. So in any two if you take you will see there the ratio will be same. So that point I have cleared now in this, because we need it for other problems and all we need. That's why. Now next is what Thales has given us the important property again, one more. Now I am going to explain that, and that is needed for our problems. So you see here, I am going to draw a triangle of any shape, triangle. Let it be an acute angle triangle or an obtuse angle triangle. There are so many types of triangles. Okay, now I have drawn an acute angle triangle, I can say. It can be a right angle triangle, any triangle. Any triangle. Now in this there are three sides. For the triangle there are three sides. Now what Thales says that you are going to understand now. If any line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. Now BC is one side here. I have taken BC as one side of mine. If I draw a parallel line here, that parallel line I have to draw in such a way that it should meet the other two sides in distinct points. In clear points it has to meet the other two sides. I cannot just draw one simple line like this. It is parallel to BC. I cannot say that. It has to be that parallel line has to be drawn in such a way that it should meet the other two sides of the triangle in distinct points. So distinct points, let them be DE. So when we draw a line parallel to one side of a triangle, so see here, parallel means I have given two arrows there. Remember, for parallel, in order to show that they are parallel, what we do? We mark their arrows. You might have seen in other lower classes. Okay. And this parallel line, what it does? It is parallel to one side of the triangle. To BC, it is parallel to one side of the triangle. And it should be drawn in such a way that it should meet the other two sides in distinct points. Distinct. Spashta athwa clear points. D and E. Okay. Now, he says that when a straight line is drawn parallel to any side of a triangle, now I have taken this side now, to any side of a triangle, then that line will divide the other two sides in the same ratio. So what does he mean? See, I will write here. If DE is parallel to BC, I can write like this in our mathematical language. If DE is parallel to BC, then AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. See now, try to understand what I am telling. What Thales has told. If a line is parallel to one side of a triangle, it divides the other two triangles in the same ratio. So ratio means what? AD by BD, that is the ratio. AE by EC, so that is the ratio of that side. So this straight line DE, it should be parallel. It should be parallel to one side of a triangle. So that is very important. If DE is parallel to BC, it divides the other two sides in the same proportion or in the same ratio. In the same proportion means the meaning is same ratio. Okay, children? So you have to understand this very well because this is going to be a theorem for us. So what does he say? Do you know? He has put in a theorem now. Actually, we are going to prove that theorem. But before that, let us just understand the wordings of that meaning or that property what he has proved. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so I told you any side, I am going to draw now the other two figures. You should understand it. To any side of a triangle, here they have said to one side. So it is not that one side only. That one side can be the other two, AB and AC also. To intersect the other two sides at distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. These are the wordings that are given in your textbook. Theorem 2.1. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points. This I have already told you before. It has to intersect the other two sides. It has to meet the other two sides in distinct points. I had told you that was the meaning what I told you that time. The other two sides, if that happens, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Same ratio means what? AD by BD, this line divides that AB in the ratio AD by BD. That will be equal to this side AE by EC. So I hope you have understood. And see, suppose now I am going to draw another figure. I can draw any figure, I said. So DEF I will write here. I will draw a parallel line like this now. I will draw a parallel line to DF in this triangle. Now parallel line I have to give some name here now. XY say. Please see the figure. Try to understand the figure. In triangle DEF, XY is parallel to DF. Any side. Let it be parallel to any side. Then the other two sides will be which one? In this case, it will be DE and EF. The other two sides will be DE and EF here. Then what Thales has told? If, I will write here, if XY is parallel to DF, in that figure I am talking about, then what happens? He says dx by xe, see properly, dx by xe is equal to ey, one minute, dx by xe is equal to ey by yf or fy, whatever it is. Okay. So how I have taken here, like that only I must take here. So dx by xe is equal to ey by yf. How I took here, like that only I have to take here the ratio. So if xy is parallel to df, then dx by xe is equal to ey by yf. Similarly, in that same triangle, top triangle ABC, I can take, see here, so it takes a lot of time to explain all this actually. Now I can draw a parallel line like this to AB. Here I had drawn parallel to BC. Now I have drawn parallel to AB here. And then I'll give some name here XY. Okay. Now what happens? XY is parallel to AB here. Therefore, what will happen? CY by AY. How I have taken the ratio this side CY by AY, in the same manner I should take this side also. Now this XY is parallel to one side AB. So which will be the other two sides? AC and BC it will be. And so CY by AY is equal to CX by BX. CX by BX. How I took CY first here in the numerator, in the same manner I have to take this side also. CX by bx. See, by teaching so much only, it is already time. Okay, now I have to close this.